Sputnik, the first satellite launched 57 years ago. Since then, countless of countries have used millions upon millions of dollars to launch satellites up in the world. What do we use them for today? We use them for hashtags and Snapchats. We use them to send our homework to our communications teacher. I, for one, I like to find Tobler in the woods. Geocaching is a game that's enjoyed by 6 million people in 184 countries worldwide. 78% of you say you were looking for a fun and cheap hobby. This is a hobby you can do as soon as you walk out the door. Today, I will be explaining to you what a geocache is, the geocaching community, and I'll tell you how to walk out of the store and become a geocacher today. Adventure is not far away from anybody who's looking for it. This is geocaching. I find I am credible to speak on the subject. This is a picture of my girlfriend and I finding caches in Northtown and Spokane. I have found 1,044 caches over the last 2 years, which is kind of small considering there's over 3,000 geocaches over in Spokane. And I will explain and we'll see more about what geocaching is. Geocaching is derived from 2 words. The geo means earth, and cache is our French verb to hide. So legitimately means earth hide. What we have here is an oversized base of what you'll see of a geocache. Each geocache consists of different parts. There's a logbook, which is the physical part of a geocache. Once you find it, and you'll find other stuff in it too. We all are familiar with the term swag. Well, it has a slightly different meaning in the geocaching world. Swag is called stuff it's stuff we all get. It's usually dollar store trinkets you'll find. It's stuff you want to trade around. See, in this geocache, we have #1 ribbons because you're all #1. When you find geocache with some swag in it, you want us to trade it in and out. I have found money, I have found pesos, I have found all sorts of different things inside geocaches. I always carry a few things to trade around with me so I can, because that's part of the fun, trading and seeing what you get. Now we know what a basic geocache is. It can be anything from as big as an ammo can to as small as a little medicine container. I'm going to tell you the different types of geocaches. Those are 2. Geocaches come in all different shapes and sizes. They also come with different challenges to help promote curiosity among whatever you want to do. There's the green one, that's the logo for a traditional cache. A traditional cache is you get the location, this is a traditional cache. You go to nothing to it, it's simple. The orange, yellowish logo over there, that's a multi-cache. What a multi-cache is, you go to point 1, it tells you where to go, and then you go to point 2. It's kind of like a race in some sorts. The question mark is a symbol for a puzzle cache. That's when you have to solve things like a Sudoku puzzle or a crossword puzzle to find the location of the cache, and then you go and find it. That logo is for the event caches. That's when you see a logo for event cache, that's a meeting place where you'll meet other geocachers. I'll explain that next. Oh, there's one more. There's one more cache. It's called an earth cache. An earth cache helps you learn more about the environment. I found the Yellowstone National Park, there's nothing but earth caches in them, so you learn all about volcanoes, earthquakes. There's been lots of stuff I've learned about our community, really, about earth cache. There's one on NIC campus about Fort Sherman. So now we know what a geocache is. It's now time we learn about the geocaching community worldwide and in Spokane. According to a research study done by the Worcester Polytech Institute in Massachusetts, they did a survey of 1,509 cachers throughout the world. Out of these 1,000 cachers, 64% of them are male. And 50% of them lies in the age bracket between 35 to 54. That promotes maybe a feeling that geocaching is meant for older people. That's not necessarily true. with the adaptation of smartphones, and smartphones are getting smarter and smarter every day. I mean, they're passing my knowledge up, it's crazy. With smartphones, experts, people at the University of Massachusetts and the University of Maryland, where they did have similar results, they expect to see this number, between 18 and 34, to rise by 30% over the next 5 years. Because more and more smart people are getting, more and more young people are getting into smartphones, and more geocaching apps are becoming free on different marketing tools. I was intrigued by this worldwide study, and I did a little survey myself with the Spokane area Facebook group. I got 53 responses of geocaches in the Spokane area. And what I found was that 50% of the geocachers in Spokane lie in between the 34 and 54 age group bracket, but 60% of them are females. So it's a little bit woman-dominated environment, but it's a lot of fun. Everybody likes to go we have events, we have parties, we go out, we enjoy time with each other, and they're always willing to help you with the geocache. That's always been a crazy thing I thought about geocachers. You can call them up in the middle of work and they'll call you back 5 minutes later to tell you where a geocache is at. So now we know what a geocache is. We know who plays the game. Now all we need to know is how do we start up the game. Oh, I forgot about this, sorry. This is a map of the Spokane area. There's roughly 3,000 geocaches in the area where you can find. There's all the different logos. The green squares are the traditionals, the blues are the puzzles. As you can see, adventure is not really shorted around here. Here's a picture of NIC campus. So there's one right over there, that's along the river. Adventure is not far, like I said. If you want to get started, it's really easy. Simple, push of a button. For Android users, my personal favorite, download the CGO app or the geocaching app. The CGO app allows you to have all geocaching basic features for free, or the geocaching app, which is $10 if you buy it, or you can do a trial period where you find a certain amount of caches. The same thing for the Apple users. I'd recommend downloading the trial version of the geocaching app before you go and buy an account and buy the app itself. Or you can go to Cabela's and buy cheap GPS. Most GPSs are under $100. So now, I want to go back to this slide right here. We know adventure's not far from where not far for us to find. Today we can go out, we can find any one of the geocaches. The only thing that's stopping you is your own determination. Geocaching is a fun, cheap hobby, and everyone can do it. Yeah. Thank you.